All right. So we left off with the curious card, number 21. What our higher selves would like us to see within at this time. And I was touching on even my own interest in the unknown and thirst for knowledge and a desire to explore and understand the world and get out of a dead-end situation. And so we're all being encouraged to some degree to do the same in some kind of way. Let's see what else we have in this lovely stack of cards that already came out for us. We have number 52 in self-control in the upright. Our higher selves are encouraging us to understand and manage our impulses, fostering balance, moderation, and mindfulness in our actions and responses. How do we practice discipline in our lives? Exercising discipline and restraint, particularly in spiritual or emotional matters, demonstrating mastery over one's impulses. So our higher selves would like us to see within at this time that ability to keep a rein on our emotions and our replies and responses to others. We also have the apathy card, but this one was in reverse, number 29. All right. Our higher selves would like us to see within demonstrating a certain detachment from conventional concerns as a way to preserve our own energy and maintain a sense of freedom. Our higher selves are inviting us to consider the implications of apathy on our relationships and our personal growth, challenging us to cultivate empathy and engagement. Hello again, beautiful sister. Kayla Boo. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I just decided to go right back into the cards without hesitating so that YouTube wouldn't think it was a silent video while I waited for people to start showing up again. Our next card up we have is Inner Peace, number 51. This is all about what our higher selves would like us to see within at this time. The strength and clarity that comes from being at peace with ourselves. A serene heart and mind achieved through spiritual practices, reflection, and deep understanding. How do we cultivate inner peace and serenity? We also have the frightening ogre, but this was in the reverse, number 15. Our higher selves would like us to see what deep-seated fears that have governed our actions before, encouraging us to face those fears, understand their roots, and work through them, replacing fear with courage and understanding. We also have the Peacemaker card, number 67. With this card, our higher selves would like us to see How we nurture our peacemaking skills, helping us to build understanding and harmony in our environments. Our higher selves would like us to see within that bridge to resolve conflicts, restore balance, and bring about peace. We also have the debater card. This card came out yesterday, number 36. So, this would be like a continuance, so to speak. Our higher selves would like us to see us engaging in intellectual debate, challenging and refining ideas through our constructive argumentation, encouraging us to hone in on our debating skills and recognize that constructive debate can lead to better ideas and solutions. We also have the understanding card, number 3. In terms of what our higher selves would like us to see within at this time. All right, with this card, our higher selves would like us to see our open-mindedness, curiosity, and willingness to learn, showcasing deep empathy and insight into others' feelings, as well as profound connection and emotional intelligence. We also have the self-destructive card in the upright, in terms of what our higher selves would like us to see. Number 62. Encouraging us to identify and address any self-destructive habits, promoting personal growth and well-being. Our higher selves would like us to see and notice patterns of self-harm or self-sabotage. As well as when I'm being guided to read the shadow of this card as well, being overly cautious or so guarded and wary that it's been hindering our personal growth, exploration, and or experiences. We also have the prayer card, number 70. Our higher selves are encouraging us to explore prayer as a means of finding peace, seeking guidance, or expressing gratitude. Upon your own free will, of course. Otherwise, communicating with the divine or higher powers, seeking guidance, blessings, and expressing gratitude as well as devotion. And we also have the creative card, number 23. With this card, our higher selves would like us to recognize that it is a fundamental aspect of our personal expression and problem solving to embrace our creative spirit. Embracing imagination and originality, channeling energies into artistic and or innovative endeavors. All right, let's keep going. We're going to go into another deck this time. Let's see. Let's go into the runes. We're going to go into the runes cards for more of what our higher selves would like us to see. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What else would our higher selves like us to see at this time? Okay, out first we have Berkana. Let's bring this forward so we can see it a little bit better. And with this card, our higher selves would like us to see growth, fertility, as well as a possibility for new beginnings. This card is also representing the nurturing aspects of our lives. Let's take a look at the bottom. In our immediate orbit, we have Ansu, and with this card, our higher selves would like us to notice within how we communicate, how we demonstrate understanding and inspiration, all associated with those divine messages that we receive from Source and Holy Spirit by way of our intuitions, because that's what our intuitions are. That's what Source, Holy Spirit is our intuitions. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What else would our higher selves like us to see at this time? Oh, that card just hit the floor. Give me a second here. We have Taurus. This is all about having the courage and protection while facing challenges. At the bottom, we have Feiyu in our immediate orbit. Feiyu is all about the importance of managing our resources wisely. Let's keep going. Okay, I just made a full pass. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What else would our higher selves like us to see at this time, please? It's hard to get a card to just pop out. So we're going to do a split instead. Here we go. And we have Urus in that split. And this card is all about overcoming obstacles through determination. Our ability to overcome obstacles with strength, courage, and vitality. Let's keep going. All right, we actually had a card pop out this time. This time we have the Manaz. In terms of what our higher selves would like us to see within at this time. And in this case, the interconnectedness that we have with other people, humanity, community, and cooperation. These are not just letters, beloveds. They're powerful symbols that carry deep meanings. Let's keep going. We're going to do another split right about here. We have Hagalas. And with this card, our higher selves want us to see within our own transformation as we have been overcoming obstacles. Let's see what we have at the bottom. We have Hurrah or Jura. at the bottom, already in our immediate orbit. This is representing cycles and the flow of time. Our higher selves want us to embrace the season that we are in. And the season that we are in a season of harvest, a season of remembrance. Already here, already done. Now we are on a season of remembering it. As I was saying yesterday, there's no such thing as anything original anymore. Because it's already here, it's already done. And now we are waking up to it. We are remembering it. We also have awas. This card is all about endurance and even more protection. Our higher selves want to recognize that we are divinely protected. All right, let's go ahead and move on to another deck now. Since I didn't get a chance to go into the Woodland Wardens like I wanted to in yesterday's lives, we're going to go into that deck now. For more of what our higher selves would like us to see within at this time. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else would our higher selves like us to see within at this time? Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. We're just going to make one full pass with this deck because that's already a lot of cards, guys. We'll just grab those two sticking out. And let's see what we have. First and foremost, we have the Bat and the Hellbore with our intuitions. So, this is our higher selves wanting us to see that our instincts can be relied upon. And then we have the Lizard and the Pitcher Plant with stagnation. Number 12. Our higher selves want us to notice when we're feeling stuck or feeling frozen in place. They want us to see that there may be things in our life that we can actually leave behind, making way for new growth. We also have the Ladybug and the Sweet Pea in happiness. Number 35. Our higher selves want us to see that we are entering a period of happiness, positivity, and good luck. Opportunities to celebrate our joy by sharing it with others as well. We also have the Salamander and Black Pepper with inspiration. Number 17. New opportunity. We've been getting consistent reminders of new opportunities, new beginnings for well over a month, probably more like 2 months, if not longer. I just quit keeping track to be rather transparent. But yes, we are actually in a season that is a perfect match for embracing newness. But also, this includes new inspiration. We also have the hawk and the thistle with graceful patience. Graceful persistence. Our higher selves want us to see that we can act fiercely while maintaining our grace and dignity. We also have the owl and the hops with wisdom. Number 22, and our first master number for this particular session. Our higher selves want us to see that we have come to the end of a long journey. The combination of the owl and the hops indicates spiritual and intellectual fulfillment. So we've made it about as far as we are going to get from where we are. And it explains a lot why we're being encouraged to embrace new beginnings. I'm also getting that our higher selves want us to notice where we have been resilient. They want us to notice our resilience. We also have, oh look, interestingly enough, what typically happens before a new beginning? An ending. The moth and the eucalyptus with an ending. Number 13. But before we continue, we're going to ring the bell for number 22, coming out for the collective. And let's take a look and see what this blessing is all about. Number 22. We are going to be ringing in a master builder number representing balance, harmony, and the ability to manifest our dreams into reality, as well as our spiritual growth. Our higher selves are encouraging us to be risk takers, following our dreams, and assuring that we have the support of the universe. In matters of love, our higher selves want us to see the harmony in a partnership, meaningful connections on the horizon, and it's time for us to address any imbalances in our existing relationships. Hello again, beautiful sister, Sonia. Thank you for coming back. I kind of had a feeling I was going to lose a lot of people that were in the last live when I had to go. But I'm happy to see some of you made it back. Thank you so very much for returning. I so appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh gosh. There's more confirmation of that ending and new beginning with starting over. The snake and the fern with starting over. Yeah, I thought what I had to do was going to take a lot longer than it did. Or I would have just kept the live going. Yeah, I didn't really um I could have done that. Yeah, I could have done that, but I didn't think that I was going to be able to take care of what I had to take care of as quickly as I did. So, which is a good thing that I was able to uh get that taken care of. But of course, you know, some people didn't make it back, and that's okay. We also have the chipmunk and laurel with success. This new beginning, this fresh start is going to be a success. Number 7. Our higher selves are telling us to take charge of our destiny, carve our own path, forge a unique path towards our desires. And the journey will ultimately be rewarding. And we have the cat and lavender with independence. Number 1. So let's see what this means for us. Our higher selves would like us to see. Isn't that funny? Our higher selves would like us to see within and trust what we discover when we look inward and rely on our own instincts and inner resources. Our higher selves would like us to go within and learn to trust ourselves more, as well as seeing traits that we possess that we can rely upon. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Sonia. You are so helpful. And you are such a great teacher. And and just a phenomenal friend. Thank you. Source Holy Spirit is guiding me to make another full pass with this deck, even though that was a lot of cards that came out. There's more that our higher selves want us to see within from this deck. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger, Source, what do our higher selves want us to see from within at this time? All right, that's another full pass. This time we have just a few cards. We have the beaver and the birch. And this is even more indication of a new beginning that we're being guided to embrace. Just like that beaver is embracing that birch right there. A more permanent setting for us with number 30. Homesteading, settling down. The birch is what symbolizes the new beginnings. And the beaver is representative of constructing a safe environment. So even our higher selves are agreeing that some of us need to go where it's more safe. Otherwise, our higher selves would like us to notice when we're feeling a bit reclusive, like a hermit, and not get stuck in hermit mode, not become like so reclusive that it becomes long term. Our higher selves want us to avoid long term isolation. Okay. We also have the fox and ivy with adaptability. Number 27. Our higher selves would like us to see our ingenuity, our cleverness, quick thinkingness, and adaptability, our nimbleness, our ability to adapt to changes in our lives. I love you, Miss Sonia. I had to return the gesture. We also have number 20, the Cayman and Poppy with dreams. This card is all about how our higher selves want us to see that our dreams are coming true for us. Our dreams are coming true for us. Also, our impeccable thread of patience. Taking practical steps towards achieving our wildest dreams. Our higher selves would also like us to start paying closer attention to our dreams. There are messages that we are meant to receive by way of our dreams. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're going to go into the Kipper now to see what else our higher selves would like us to see within. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else would our higher selves like us to see at this time, please? What else would our higher selves like us to see at this time? More indication of new beginnings, guys. The pressure is on to be embracing the new with awe and wonder. A fresh new start and a fresh new perspective for us, Holy Spirit just said. A fresh new start and a fresh new perspective. Our higher selves would also like us to see our innocence. Also, for some of the collective, new opportunities for vocation, and for others, new opportunities for love, specifically in romance. Our higher selves would also like us to see that we are all beginners in this dance of life. So it is safe to venture a complete restart. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else would our higher selves like us to see within at this time? All right. Let's see what came out. Something more long-term, just like I said in part 1. Embracing something, moving towards something more long-term and stable and safe and secure. For some of you, this is moving towards your protector. Entering into a relationship that is meant to be kept more private in the beginning. Joining forces with someone. Aha. For some of the collective, this means with that new beginning, there's going to be a spring wedding. Or that new connection will be attending a spring wedding with you. It won't necessarily be your wedding, but you will, with your new person, be attending a spring wedding. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else would our higher selves like us to see within at this time? We have toil and labor and community. Our higher selves would like us to see an opportunity where we will have true friends, loyalty, cooperation, collaboration, and help when needed. Working together. In collaboration. Our higher selves would also like us to see that we are being shown a way forward to a better future. We've been working hard, be it in our vocation or even in relationship matters. But our higher selves, this is a second reminder of that inspiration card that came out earlier, wanting us to recognize when we're feeling less inspired. And perhaps even take up a more enjoyable hobby. Hmm. So this has mostly more to do with work that's done out of necessity. Like, because let's just be real, we all have bills to pay. But not only do these new beginnings include new like connections with others, there's also indication of an opportunity to make ends meet. Not even just make ends meet, not limited to making ends meet, but to seize an opportunity to be able to provide for ourselves and our necessities through our own chosen career path that will be supported by others. Full support. Pleasant dreams, beautiful sister. I love you too. Pleasant dreams. All right, let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger, Source, what else do our higher selves want us to see from within at this time? All right. So first card out was bad health. But we're being guided to not take it literally, not to take those two words literally. Number 31. This was about how we need to take more time in between tasks and situations to rest and recover. For some of the collective, you may be retiring soon. There's also indication of trouble in paradise for some of us, accompanied by feelings of powerlessness that needs to be resolved. Some of the collective need to take some kind of temporary break from something. Otherwise, it's indication that there isn't anything more that can be done about a people, place, thing, or situation, and it's simply time to trust our best judgment, and handle all situations, people, places, things, and situations with grace and tenderness that we have within us. Our higher selves would also like us to see that resolution for situations in our lives is coming in for us through some kind of mediation. Some matters that we have been dealing with in our daily lives are about to be resolved. And based on all the other cards present, it will be resolved in good terms and on good terms. But there's also indication that a person, place, thing, or situation has been waiting on the collective to make some kind of decision. And it's giving me that feeling and that sense like they're tired of waiting, or they're getting tired of waiting. But to some degree, they too are also, to the best of their ability, handling it with grace and patience. This is also indication that our higher selves want us to see that we do have that impeccable ability to offer good guidance. For some of the collective, this is a mature woman who is about to bring so much love and pleasure into your life. All right, let's move along now to a different deck. I don't feel as though I'm going to get anything more out of that one. So now we are going to go into the Hungarian Gypsy. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else would our higher selves like us to see within at this time, please? Here we go. Loyalty, fidelity. First card out is fidelity. Beautiful. All right. First card out. Wonderful. For some of the collective, our higher selves want us to see within that we are a loyal person. For others, there's also indication that someone has been patiently waiting for you. We also have, and for some of the collective, this is like literally a lover. I'm hearing that if you're single, it's somebody who is already a lover. But if you're not single at this time, It's either indication of someone you're currently with or someone that you're about to be with. But because you are a loyal person, you're not going to be just jumping from one ship to another. And so that temporary pause, that temporary break could very well be that allotted amount of time in a neutral space to get a rein on your emotions and just remember who you are on a more spiritual and emotional level before you connect with that new. Beautiful. Representing a male significator or a female querent's male partner. What about it? It's the real deal. You will know what that means to you, regardless of the setting or situation. Hello, Dead Card. Great to see you. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Tuesday to you. You. Yes, welcome back, my friend. Okay, so with this card, our higher selves also would like us to see how authentic we truly are. Like, we are the real deal. It's not just the other person that's the real deal. We are the real deal. We are forthright and sincere, devout, and not just faithful, but with unwavering faith. Cannot be bought, cannot be sold, cannot be moved, cannot be swayed by the distortions and the distractions, Holy Spirit just said. Wonderful. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What else does our higher selves want us to see within at this time? Oh, we have the counterpart to the lover right here with the sweetheart. And we also have the thief. This is about a person, place, thing, or situation that has been stealing our happiness, that we're being guided to see. And then with the sweetheart, for some of the collective, there's a power couple situation about to come together. I just heard one line from a Whitney Houston song, and that one line is saving all my love for you. Saving all my love for you. All right. Message in the immediate orbit. Oh, and right behind it we have love. More indication of love coming in, as well as abundance. An abundance of love coming in while we continue to overcome the past, while we release parts of ourselves that are no longer serving our higher selves, as well as noticing our own triggers with that anger card, and finding unexpected joy when we go within. For some of the collective, this message card is indication that we have been passing the test. And it could be a spiritual test even. We're going to move that one front and center. It could be a spiritual test. It could be an actual study that you're in. Some kind of practice that you have to study and test for. And you either already passed or you're about to. Some of you may even be going into healthcare with the caduceus in the image. There's indication of health matters or going into healthcare. I cannot give you any definitive message pertaining to health itself because I'm not a doctor. But there is indication of some kind of improvement. Nevertheless, passing the test is all I can say. And for the most part, it involves the triggers and the taunting and the tormenting and the teasing that we deal with from time to time as a collective. And we're getting better and better and better at not replying or reacting. All right. Especially with an antagonist in our immediate environment. A person or situation that is opposing us. For some of you, they could even be a criminal or be criminal-minded or otherwise conspiring against us. This is not gossip. It's simply a message from the cards based on the actual meaning of the cards. Right behind that, we have sadness. Feeling lonely. Deep rest as well. That's not a diagnosis. There's also indication for some of the collective of some kind of despair. Our higher selves want us to, if we are experiencing any kind of sadness at this time, to just fully embrace it. Honor our feelings until we get sick of it. And then we can change it. We can bless it, release it, and change it. Transmute it. Especially with the indication of unexpected joy, which can also be a benevolent young man coming into the lives of the collective, a helpful spirit or person, a windfall. And for those of you who believe in it, luck. In the immediate environment, though, our higher selves are showing even more indication of that need for adequate rest. Okay, with the visit card in the immediate orbit, in terms of passing the test, for some of you, this is an interview of some kind. That is going to go extremely well. And you may be all up in your thoughts about it at this time. And our higher selves would still like us to honor our feelings regardless. And here we are, looking out at the horizon with a sense of hope. Our higher selves would also like us to go within and see where we may be. Everybody projects on others. Every single one of us do it. Every time we speak, we are projecting. Every time we take some kind of action, we are projecting. Our higher selves would like us to recognize when we're doing that and expect the best out of ourselves in terms of those projections they just said. All right, now we also have the widow in our immediate environment. So something about forgiving our ancestors is the message that I'm getting with that. Our higher selves would like us to go within and see our ability to forgive. We also have the Judge card in our immediate orbit. For some of the collective, that new coming into your life involves a teacher. Or otherwise some other high-ranking official. Or this is you about to become a teacher after passing that test. Or some other kind of high-ranking official. Either way, also indication that there is a decision that needs to be made. And for some of the collective, a first meeting, a first date, coming into your orbit. And more indication of windfalls with this good fortune card. Consistent happiness we have here. Oh, and it's official. So this is happiness and good fortune. That is official. And will be more consistent. But there's, again, more indication that we may have to take some kind of loss beforehand. And it may make someone jealous. Otherwise, for some of the collective, this is indication of a secret admirer. And that secret admirer may end up no longer being such a secret. Bringing more stability, security, and safety. Or otherwise, not necessarily literally providing it for the collective, but just being a safe person, place, thing, or situation that's already in our orbit. And our higher selves would also like us to continue embracing our clairs, working on our clairs, our clair senses. And also that we are more resourceful than we may have originally realized, offering us a sense of hope. While we embark on this transformation or continue to embrace. I see. Holding the hourglass. That song from yesterday is right back in my head. Indication that time is on our side. Time is on our side. Yes, it is. Time is on our side. Yes, it is. The fog is clearing. The smoke is clearing. Our higher selves are clearing the way for us. Source Holy Spirit is clearing the way for us as we prepare to embark on this new journey, this new life. Oh, message. That's really all I'm getting from that, is that we're going to be receiving some kind of message about something new, more long term, and it's going to make every day feel like our birthday. Like every single day is a gift, because it is. And there's more to be revealed in terms of those gifts. More kind gestures. especially those of appreciation. I just went through that entire deck. All right, let's move along. We're going to go into, let's see, what should I reach for now? Okay, we're going to go into the Mystical Shaman Oracle. For more indication of what our higher selves would like us to see within at this time. Here we go. One more shuffle. Oh. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else is our higher selves trying? Excuse me. What else do our higher selves want us to go within and see at this time? All right. Let's take a look at this card that's facing up first. We have Taming the Wind. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to be able to get the card to stand up there, so we're just going to do it this way. There. All right. Card number 55. We have another master number. Let's take a look at number 55. Major life changes. We already knew that the number 5 represents changes. When it's there twice, that means that it's still primary number 5 amplified. Okay? When the number repeats itself, it becomes amplified, indicating significant changes that are on the horizon for us. And we're being guided and encouraged to welcome these transformations. So this is confirmation of what I was just showing you with the Kipper for the most part. Including the personal freedom and independence, the divine support that we have, the ability to let go of the past, the opportunities for growth, and being encouraged to continue to believe in our own inner strength as well as our outer strength and trust in our intuitions. Beautiful. Taming the Wind, number 55. Deliberately entering into a deeper partnership with Source, our higher power, and co-creating for the higher good of all, or for all. It's time to clear our energy, be present, and become conscious of how we communicate. It's also a good time to be doing some kind of cleansing of the home, your space, perhaps even doing some writing. Cleaning up any misunderstandings. Clearing the air rather after any disagreements. Our higher selves want us to know that we will be surprised how things get resolved. All right, we also have Tree of Life out next. We are going to ring the bell for number 55 and ring in all of these new blessings for the collective. 1, this may be a good time to reduce the volume on your listening devices if you have a sound sensitivity. 2 and 3. Ringing in all the new blessings. New vocations or new opportunities for expansion of our current vocations. This right here would be mine, full time in it, practically pro bono, ringing in new connections, relationships, occupations, happiness, joy, gifts, and good fortune. So it is, so it is, so it is. And so it shall be. We have the tree of life, number 58. Our higher selves would like us to go within and see that in our life's journey, it's important to have deep roots and high branches. In other words, ensuring good health and balance in our lives, reflecting on how we dance with our own actions, our thoughts, and our feelings. If we are too much in our thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, we're being guided to connect more with our roots and physical body. What nutrients do we need to add to our soil? Not literally our soil, but what can we consume to improve is what Holy Spirit just said. Also, going within to ponder what we would like to awaken and to create. Reflecting on how we want to blossom, the kind of fruit we want to produce, and be a conscious creator. We also have the crow, and number 13 is out again. And with this particular card, our higher selves would like us to express our soul's truth, our power to co-create with our soul's truth and universal law, and allowing our soul's truth to set us free, continuing to be true to our word, looking deep into our heart and remaining alert, avoiding being seduced with illusions. All right. We also have the Earth card, number 17. Our higher selves would like us to see and focus on reverence and appreciation for the natural gifts that are coming to us now and always. Natural gifts already came out. I went through this entire deck this time as I was guided to do so. I hardly ever do that, but I was guided to keep the flow going, keep the story going. Hello, John Wallace, and welcome back. Thank you. He says, hello, everyone, on this gorgeous Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. You. Thank you so much for returning. Much gratitude and appreciation. With the Earth card, our higher selves want us to see that when we focus on compassionate, reverent service to the world, much can be accomplished. Acting with integrity, gratitude, and humility, and we will find ourselves more prosperous than we could ever imagine. Success is assured when the earth appears as an invitation. Let's keep going. We also have the middle world, which is where we are in the mundane, in 3D, in this matrix, number 36. What our higher selves would like us to see. The present moment. A mirror of the invisible realms as well. This card is showing up when our higher selves want us to see that favorable conditions are coming in for us. Being encouraged to move forward, move on. The time is now, the time is right. And be expedient, but mindful of not being reckless. And what would typically require great effort from us at any other time can be accomplished with ease. We also have the Vision Quest, more indication of new, be it an inner vision quest going inward or an external quest, a journey to explore for more. Indication of that also came out earlier. Can't remember if it came out earlier in this session, part 2, or in part 1 of today's session. But we do have the Vision Quest number 60. Finding clarity by spending time alone in nature. Setting our intention and then asking nature for a guiding vision for our lives. Too much noise going on in our head. Making room for quiet time. Allowing ourselves to become bored for a little while and being able to hear the important message trying to get through to us at this time. All right. I'm feeling guided to now draw this message to a close by just flooding everybody with affirmations. Look, I have somewhat of a game of Jenga going on here with all the different cards stacked into a pile. All right, let's get into these affirmations, guys. I'm going to get out, hold on. I have 2 different affirmation decks that I want to bust out for us, and then I'm just going to shower us in affirmations for the remainder of this session. One of them is The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. Okay. And the other is The Healing Oracle. I have not broke this deck out in a long time. I mean, a very long time. At least 6 months since I've touched this deck. But since these cards are a bit smaller than The Universe Has Your Back, I'm going to go into this deck first. And shower you with love. Affirmations. Yes. Here we go. Get these cards out of the way so I have more space. All right. Whatever affirmations we are meant to see at this time, Source, Holy Spirit, let's go. It is a gorgeous Tuesday, no matter what has been coming our way. Yes. Oh, cards are already popping out for us. Whatever we are meant to hear at this time, Source, Holy Spirit. Grab the cards that went flying and we'll take a look at those first. And then we'll look at these other cards that are face up. And then the ones face down. We have. Oh, I'm going to have to swap hands for this one. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Let's see. All right, here we go. Oneness is my true nature. I'm just going to set these. Well, actually, no, I'm not. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Hope is the conduit for miracles. And my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Hello, beautiful sister Kelly Belly. Thank you so much for popping in. Always lovely to see you, beautiful sister. And thank you for that awesome message. I just pinned it, as you can see, for everyone to see. Thank you for being mindful and dropping that in the chat for me to pin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's keep going. I love this affirmation deck and have been trying to brainstorm different ways to like incorporate them into my sessions. And here we are, just doing the dang thing. I love you too, beautiful sister. I love you. You. Yes, I do love you so very much. All right. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What other messages do our higher selves want us to see and hear at this time? Oops. That was not my intention to knock those over, but it happened. Let's take a look and see what that fuss is all about, shall we? All right. Beginning with this one. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Good morning, beautiful sister Audra. Great to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. You. Thank you so much for being here. It's always a joy to see you. My happiness is a direct reflection of the level of faith in the universe. Let's keep going. We also have the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. And happiness is my birthright. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. As well as my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Beautiful. I love that image so much. All right, let's keep going. Back in. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else would our higher selves like us to see and hear at this time? All right, that's a full pass. Let's take a look. My fearless freedom lights up the world. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. As well as there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. And joy is the ultimate creator. All right, let's just do some rapid fire from the bottom. Just a few, and then we'll go into another deck. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. And we're going to stop there with those cards. I also absolutely love this image. It's even more pretty in natural light. All right, we're going to move those out of the way. And now we're going to go into, actually, we'll put these here because that card is just so pretty. I want to keep it up here. And now let's go into the Healing Energy Oracle for our closing messages. Healing Energy messages for the collective. Disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert. Not a doctor, not a diagnosis, not a prescription, not a prognosis. I am simply the messenger. I'm not making any health claims. I'm just paying the message forward. Please do not. Pew pew, the messenger. All right, let's go. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. What other affirmations we are meant to see and hear at this time from our higher selves? Here we go. Vitality on the table. A new opening. More indication of new coming in for the collective. Yes. All right, that's one full pass. Let's take a look at and see what we have. Vitality. Oh, the print is like super small on this one. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay, we got it to focus. I'm a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. A new opening. When one door closes, I'm confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. Beautiful. All right, we also have creation. The sacral chakra. I have the power to direct my life. Can we focus? Can we focus? Yes, we can. All right. With a constructive attitude, I create what is best for my soul. I firmly believe I can transform and improve my inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into affirmative action. I act in the image of God and bring light into my life. All right, let's keep going. We have balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. And shining light. Focus, focus, focus. There it goes. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Beautiful. Let's keep going. We're just going to go right from the bottom of the deck to draw this to a close. We have success first. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now, and I succeed in my life. We also have acceptance. I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. We also have learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. Positive action. I focus on, can we focus? Can we focus? There we go. I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go of and entrust to God. All right, that's enough of those cards. I'm straining my eyeballs trying to read them for you. So let's see. I was going to close with that deck, but I'm thinking that this one will be much better. Beyond Lemuria, Oracle cards for final messages from our higher selves. Excuse me. That was a spiritual burp. Let's go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. Closing messages that we are meant to see and hear at this time from our higher selves. Oops. All right. That should be plenty to draw this to a close. All right, here we go. We have this lovely image, and it states, Realm Bridger. As you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you believe only happen in fantasy stories. Through meditation and journeying, we invite a greater awareness of subtle realities. These realms can be amazing places to bring through pioneering ideas and creativity. This card is about bridging the seen and unseen. Just as water changes from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms. Metaphors, codes, or even maths can form the path of the visionary. From the mind and the heart, visions can merge into matter. Dream outside the box. It's time to create the foundations of our realities in a fresh new way. More indication of that new. Let's keep going. She of the Lotus. If there is a way to fast track growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of ourselves. Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness and self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate, reminding us that on the flip side of the coin, these are our superpowers. All right. We have the Earth Star Chakra and initiation. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in reality, physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. Let's keep going. This one is called surrender. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being. The energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Excuse me. My apologies. Loosen your hold, yes. Trust, let the great mysteries reveal themselves. We also have Starseer. Have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, but then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going and the star she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities, even when the route is not as direct as you imagined. Listen to your intuition and know you have got this. All right. You guys, almost 1 o'clock. So I'm going to take 3 of the 5 of these cards and pre-record a bonus message with these cards. And I'm going to just draw this message now to a close with, actually, you know what I'm going to do? 4 of these cards are going to go into a bonus message pre-recorded, and we're going to draw it to a close with this one card. It's called Harmonic Flight. The powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another, and our armor drops. When we meet another being, present in the moment with no stories, judgments, or insecurities. When we harmonize our energies with another, we soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute fear. Put time and awareness into resolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. That message just came full circle. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul Familia, for tuning in. Be on the lookout later on for that bonus video. It will obviously be much shorter and pre-recorded. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Familia, with much gratitude and appreciation. From my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings and agape omni love to all.